Hello traders, welcome to the weekend wrap up. I apologize, I know this video was supposed to be out yesterday, but I came down with a weird sense of just feeling out of it all day, so I decided just to take a break from, being on the computer and trading and making videos and just decided to recharge. So I'm feeling much better today, so today's going to be a awesome video about the market wrap up that happened the week of December 16th to December 20th. And just to want to know something in the beginning is that for everybody out there watching, this video is for designed for entertainment purposes only. And if you're gonna trade, please trade within your risk tolerance always. And if you have any questions, please reach out to a licensed financial advisor for any investing questions you might have. Going right into it, we have the SPY chart up. We have the daily SPY, and this week's action was pretty close to what I was expecting. We had a good move on Monday that kind of brought us to above the 272 fib extension, and since the week started, we've just been going all the way straight up to this 1618 at 321.29 on the daily chart. I was expecting this to happen since last week. I was going into the holiday season. Christmas Santa Claus rally is not unexpected, and it kind of seems like to be the motion that seems kind of what's going on right now. And like what I said last week was I really didn't want to short this trend here, and going into the year end, I'm also going to continue with my notions of not shorting the market. What I do want to do is pick up a hedge or two in the new year, and so that should go pretty well with my idea of going longs and just picking up a hedge here and there to just be insured for if there's a major downside. I don't want to be caught with my pants down here and all long calls and and nothing on the short end side of it. I think that's just gonna be not responsible to do that. So from here on out, I'm going to be mainly looking for longs, but pick up a hedge here and there. So we have the SPY daily here. Everything's going fine. The Moscator going up. Taking a look at the weekly chart here, the 3-year weekly, everything is going fine, and we are at an important level here. We are at the 1618 2 target. So this is the second target from this swing, which you can see clearly on the daily. So this is the swing here from the December 2nd low, the 2 days that we had a down move. And projected from that, we have a 321.29 extension here for that 1618. And that's going to be some resistance possibly, but who knows? Maybe it's not even going to, maybe it's going to just blow right past this. So that's why I'm not really looking to short here. I just want everybody to be aware of this. Going to the next chart, we have the QQQ. Since the QQQ fired on the squeeze, it has been doing nothing but going up. And from here, it's really hard to buy here, but it's also really hard to long here. So in that kind of thinking, I just want to really sit back and see what the QQQ is going to do. Some ideas here, if you do want to get some action in the short week of trading, you could possibly look into put credit spreads and just don't trade outside your means and make sure you control the risk there. Most likely it's going to be an up week, but there could be some profit taking going into the end of the month. If we do have a big up move Monday, I think most of the move will be priced in, so the rest of the week could be just either choppy or a small down move. But if we open lower on Monday, I do see us going up from there. Moving on to the IWM. And IWM Russell is also very strong, and if I don't have the retrace here, but I can show you how I do the retrace. So in Thinkorswim, I have the drawing tool set to retracements, to this Fibonacci extensions here. And the way I draw this chart is I would go from the bottom of the swing to the top of the swing and project that out from the bottom of the swing. And you can see here on the Russell, we are also at a 1618 retrace here at a 165.99. We got all the way, we actually broke above a bit and we closed at 97. So we actually close above the 1618 retrace here. So this could also mean a decent up move for IWM in the future. It kind of broke above that level. So We'll see what happens on Monday. If it starts trading down, then I don't think it'll be that big of a move down. I'll do the fib symmetries if it starts moving down, but I can't give you that low or a potential support until we start heading down. And one time, just one moment here, I want to look at the VIX chart here. And the VIX chart is at the lows. We did have a up move on the 9th, but then since then we've been slowly selling down. It is getting to a level of like where how far can the VIX go, right? It's at this level here, and I think it's gonna find some support here, but being at 1251, we can go to 1150 and still be within the range. We can actually even go all the way down to 11, and that could be a normal move for the VIX. So throughout my trading experience of the last 10 years is that I really haven't made money longing the VIX or even like selling puts on the VIX. It's just that like this is just something I use to guide my trading on the tickers and on the fangs, and I really don't like to buy the VIX calls, but sometimes when if this closes below 10 or something, I might actually get a VIX call a few months out just to lock in that chance of a potential down move. Moving on, I would like to take a look at the FANG trades. I will take a look at Netflix first. Netflix had a really great week. It bounced off this 50 MA, and it was a really fantastic move. I didn't want to get in it because of the 200 MA, but as you can see, I was definitely wrong. And the numbers, there was some news on Tuesday that said that the show that Netflix had actually more subscribers, and Disney Plus wasn't really eating their lunch as much as everybody else was thinking. So that's why we had a nice move off the Netflix trade here. Apple, of course, is really strong. Well, before I go to Apple, what to do with Netflix here, right? There is a level here at 386. It could get to 386, but what I really like is to see some pullback into the 21 EMEA. Maybe the 21 EMEA will start moving above to the 200. So there's a wide moat here. I would like it to have a closer moat, so then it could bounce up and go through the 200 MA. But it could also just fly from here. As you can see, the 200 MA wasn't really any like resistance here, so this thing could definitely fly. Moving on to Apple, there's really not much to do in Apple. It's a really crazy strong chart. It broke some resistance levels, and it's just at all-time highs here. As you can see, the Moxie is aiming down, so that kind of gives me cause as the price has been going up. So when that happens, I think there is a pretty strong correlation between diversion of the Moxie and the price. So if those two are not going in the same direction, the price could definitely take over, but I would like to see the Moxie and the price go together. So there's really I'm not really going to do anything here in Apple for now. Going to Google. Google has been a good performing stock. I do like this little arch here, so I would like to see it come down a little bit at 1331. If it gets here, then I do think it's a good buy. And you would have to hold it maybe a little bit down to the 1330, but in this range here, this is a stellar buy. I would definitely be looking into getting some verticals here on the calls. It's just the calls options are a little expensive for my taste, so I like to just offset it with the short vertical in a little bit out of the money. And one trade I want to do, another thing that's really strong, kind of weak last week, but really strong this week is Facebook. I had a alert set here to get me into a call, but when it opened on Monday, I kind of addressed this in my Monday video. It just kind of took off here, and I didn't really have a chance to pick it up at a price that I wanted. And since I was also talking to my wife, I didn't really have a chance to like chase it either. And as you can see, this was a good opportunity to just grab it and go. We had a nice squeeze here. It fired, so I only see high moves for this. It could probably break through the ATR and go higher. But one thing I wanted to point out is that one opportunity I didn't take that I should have is a retrace on the 15 minute. Let me show you this chart here. If I go on the 15 minute here, there was a strong move up here, but then there was also this symmetry. So there was this down move here from last swing. It hit the top and it kind of like swung back. It actually didn't swing back that much. What I was looking at this one here. Yeah, no. Never mind. I thought I had a good level for retrace. I think it was right here. It's at 21 yen, so you could have potentially picked it up here and just rolled it all the way up to 26. But I did not do that, and I'm gonna be kicking myself because it was a really strong move, and I'm gonna be looking to do that in the future. Be more focused. I wasn't really that focused Monday morning, so I really need to dial that in. Uh, Another trade I took and I spoke about in the Monday video, but it stopped me out. This was a kind of a strange move here. I wasn't really looking for it to go down as much as it did, but you can see it's a squeeze here. I had a December 27th call here. So what happened is it fell down to the 50. It just triggered my rule of 50% max loss on a option trade, so that's why I took it off. But if I had a further dated option such as January, I would have kept it because it hit the 50 NMA and it's now rolling up. So I really didn't want to go into the year with that many options or like exposure to the market. I want to really recharge and get ready for 2020 because I think 2020 is going to be a huge year with some decent up move in the beginning of the year, but in the middle could get a little dicey. It is also an election year, so that's something that's really important to look into, think about as well. So I want to really control my risk going into the end of the year and then trade a lot more focused in 2020. So when RTN had a big down day move here, I just kind of like took my options and ran because there was a move here that I want to show you. There was a bottoming tail here, and I really didn't want it to close below this level. So as you can see here, it was all fine, and it came down here. There's actually, if I go to 30 minute, you can even see it better. That yeah, there was a level here that I just didn't want it to go below. And on this day, on Tuesday, it hit and it held, and it actually went up a bit. So I was like, okay, it's great, right? And on Wednesday, it kind of just broke this and it just fell apart. I think that's something I could have corrected is just taking my money out here, but I didn't do that, and I'm gonna learn from my experience and then hopefully use it for the future. On the positive note, I did have ALK work out for me. As I mentioned on last Saturday's video, I was hoping for it to touch 2 ATR. It started moving up on Monday, and it had another nice move up on Tuesday. When it got here, I was getting a little antsy, and I saw that it was close to 2 ATR, and just going into my thinking of like closing my longs trade into the end of the year, I just kind of took my money and ran there, and I'm happy I did that because it kind of moved down. This is still a potential good up move. I do want to see it start moving up on the 15 minute. So here, I'll show the 15 minute here. So this is the 15-minute chart. I would like to start seeing this squeeze fire. So this is a nice squeeze here. So if it's, I definitely think this could be something that's looking forward to a next up move. So I'm gonna keep my eye on that on Monday and see where it trades on Monday morning. One stock I'm looking to get into is KDP. This is Keurig and Dr. Pepper. It had a decent move on Friday, and what I'm looking for is for it to close above the 50 MA, and you have the Moxie indicator trending down with the price, so it's congruent, and it's above zero, so this is definitely a trampoline move. So once it closes above 50, I would like to get in and just get out around the 30 or even the 31 level. If it's a quick move at 30, I'll just take my money and run. And right now I only have one open trade option here is the MOMO. And it was doing fairly well in the beginning of the week, but the last 2 days kind of fell apart here. There is a squeeze, so when there's a squeeze like this, it could happen where it has like down moves and choppy action. So I'm not really too worried about this. I have a January 17 call at I think 35, so it's not a huge call option. I'm actually looking to pick up a little more. If it starts moving up and the Moxie indicator starts curving up, I'm gonna actually pick up another option and trade it into 38.81. So that's what's going on this week. I had some things to learn. I didn't really trade too well in the middle of the week. I was just kind of unfocused and didn't jump on the opportunities that showed me. I really feel bad that I didn't pick up Facebook, but it also didn't do what like my plan set out to do. So I'm not really that mad. And RTN it was like something. Well, like on Facebook, I shouldn't be mad. So because it didn't go well with my plan, and RTN it was just a trade. I took a chance and it didn't work out, so I closed my trade. So I'm not really upset about that at all. ALK worked great for me, and MOMO I'm still in the action. So overall, it was not as productive as I wanted to be. But you can't. So far, I've learned is you can't force your will in the market. So I'm just gonna let whatever come happens, and then I'm gonna take it as in stride, and then just ride the wave. So that's for this. That's what this weekend's trading week ending December 20th wrap up. If you have any questions, please comment on the video. If you have any tickers you want to go over, please add some comments there. I'm going to be checking the video throughout the week. And I hope everybody has a great trading week and a nice holidays. Merry Christmas to you all. And there will be a video Monday, and I will be talking a little bit about trader psychology there. So please tune in. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please subscribe and give me any suggestions on how I can better my content. Thank you and have a great day.